Hey man, how you doing?
Good, Joe. How are you, man?
Good, good. We had a good meeting, so we're back on track. Thanks for
Yeah,
that. Guys,
well, I don't
welcome.
know if
Guys, welcome once again to Urban Hillsides Real Estate Reality, the live stream every Tuesday, 2 o'clock, where we kind of figure out what's going on in real estate for the week. We talk about solds, seller wins, as well as buyer wins, and then also a topic that we feel is important for this week. And what could be more important this week than the Super Bowl, right, Darren? So it's coming up.
of course, man. Event in the world, man.
uh,
You didn't
so
mention
uh,
we solve all the real estate problems that exist in the world on this show too, don't we?
oh gosh, yes. We should go with that. You're right, man. You're
Right.
right. Um, so with the Super Bowl, we'll get into it more in depth later. But we're going to talk about the economic benefit of it to LA, the cultural benefit to it, what it means to the larger city, as well as Inglewood. But for you on the game, who are you rooting for? Anybody in particular?
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have some. I think I have some lag on my end, Joe. I hope it picks up and goes
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm supposed to vote for or root for the LA team, buddy, but I'm just gonna say I'm neutral
Okay.
because
All
I'm
right.
not a huge Ram fan.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and take care of this. It is your favorite disclaimer. Darren Hubert and Joe Cloninger are real estate agents at Avenue 8 under the Urban Hillsides brand. All opinions expressed by Urban Hillsides or guests on this video are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Avenue 8. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Urban Hillsides as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of Urban Hillsides team's opinions. This video is for informational purposes only. There you go. All right. Darren, before I forget, we do need to announce that we have a new listing coming up, and we've got some opens, don't we? So let me go ahead and share my screen and share these beautiful photos. All two of them, I know, but let's give it a shot. Um, yeah, why don't you talk about it? What are we
Sure.
showing?
It is a fantastic home in a great neighborhood. It's in Glendale, and I have to pause when I say that because
Oh,
it's in the hills of Glendale area with fantastic views, and it's a pool home, good square footage, and well priced if you're comparing it to some of the areas we often serve,
yeah.
based on square footage and amenities that are available. So
Right.
yeah, that view from the pool is fantastic. It also has a large flat yard area, which we'll have more photos in the next few
Yeah. Yeah.
days,
Well,
and
yeah.
certainly
So
represent the property well. But
there is a little pause on your side, Darren, every now and then. I don't know if it's coming on, but anyway, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, it's going to be 1 to 4 at 3198 Dragonfly Street in Glendale. And then Sunday, because of Super Bowl, we're going 10 to 1 on Sunday. So again, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,700 square feet, pool home with views up in the beautiful Glendale Hills. And yeah, we hope to see you there. It's 1,795,000, by the way. So there you go. All right. Well, great. Got that in. We were going to talk about, let's see if I can find it here, the Super Bowl and what it means to all of us. Let's see. Bear with me here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Boom. So, first off, we wanted to show what Channel 2 did to talk about it. Let's see. Let's see here. Da, da, da. There we go.
No audio, Joe.
No?
No.
Here, let me try again. Share screen, share system audio. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right.
Champion. Now's our time to shine. Super Bowl 56, Los Angeles 2022. Champions shine here.
It certainly is. Welcome to Super Bowl week in LA. The LA Rams and Cincinnati Bengals are the last two teams standing, and fans are counting down the days to the battle in Super Bowl 56 there at SoFi Stadium for the next 7 days to be exact. The City of Angels will fly high as Super Bowl Central, welcoming tens of thousands of people who can't wait for the big game and everything that goes with it. KCAL 9's Jeff New, and he is live at the LA Convention Center where the mayor and host committee officially kicked off Super Bowl week. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, kicking off and also going back to the past a little bit because Super Bowl is actually coming back to where it all originated. You know, Sunday's game is less than 10 miles from the original Super Bowl location, which was the LA Coliseum. Now, earlier, one of LA's favorite sons dropped it like it's hot for Super Bowl week.
In the city where it all began. And where it all begins again. Super Bowl 56.
Legendary hip-hop artist Snoop Dogg became a hype man for the hometown and his home team in a promotional video at the LA Convention Center today. Snoop will be part of a star-studded halftime show. Sunday's Super Bowl game between the LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals will take place at SoFi Stadium. The venue is home to this weekend's extravaganza, but it will also play host to future high-profile events like WrestleMania and the Olympics. Today, the mayors of Los Angeles and Inglewood, which is the home of SoFi Stadium, talked about the economic impact of Sunday's game.
And we're looking at thousands of jobs equivalent from this. And get this, $500 million of investment for the Los Angeles area. That is something not only well worth campaigning for, but making sure that we get.
SoFi Stadium is now the site of the world's most hyped sports championships, concerts, and other performances, setting the standard for what a top-tier venue should be. We expect Super Bowl.
And LA Mayor Eric Garcetti says that the LAPD will help Inglewood with security. He also says that all of the overtime that will go into security this weekend will be reimbursed back to the city by the NFL. For now, we are live in downtown Los Angeles. Jeff New,
All right.
KCAL 9 News.
So, wow, man. Pretty big day for Los Angeles and the citizens. Did you know that the Super Bowl originally...
Fill the air. Super Bowl is just a...
Did you know it was originally here at Memorial Coliseum?
I did
not know either.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing stuff. You know, the idea of, I think I was reading a $5 billion Coliseum. I think it's the most expensive in all of the NFL stadiums or in this nation. Plus the Super Bowl, plus what's going on with Inglewood and Los Angeles. It really culminates into kind of a coming out for the city once again. Let's see.
Sure. We were without a football team for 20 plus years with zero.
God, man, was it that long?
And that was tough as a football fan to go that long in this city without a football team. And then, you know, somebody had the vision to build the stadium, and here we are with two football teams in the city now. But as you said, you know, it was the real estate investments, and it's a real estate show. Certainly that vision and investment in that space, and to bring that together is bringing jobs, activity, and putting the city in focus, which is
Well, why don't I go ahead and start? We have an article from biznow.com, and it's titled, "All Eyes Are on the Super Bowl. The Future of the SoFi Stadium Complex is the Real Game Changer." This was written February 7th. As the Super Bowl prepares to touch down in Los Angeles this weekend, all eyes are on the host venue, the newly built $5 billion SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Boosters who campaign for the stadium to host the game estimate that it will generate hundreds of millions of dollars in spending in LA County, a figure that might fluctuate further now that the LA Rams will be part of the action. While the true economic impact of the game remains to be seen, the Super Bowl is just an appetizer for the potential game changer that is Hollywood Park, the nearly 300-acre mixed-use development rising up next to the NFL stadium. The economic impact of the Super Bowl and events tied to the game were estimated to be between $234 million and $477 million in a study commissioned by the Super Bowl Host Committee, a group organized by a partner organization of the LA Tourism and Convention Board. While the true impact might be closer to $50 million, it's no doubt that the Super Bowl does wonders for the tourism industry here, Los Angeles City Tourism Department Executive Director Doan Liu said. For the city's hospitality industry, the event's impact is already being felt, and it isn't negligible. The Super Bowl has translated into several hotels selling out or close to it. The 889-room Intercontinental and the 878-room JW Marriott are both booked solid for the Super Bowl weekend, LA Times reported. Hospitality data and analytics company STR released projections that room rates would reach an average daily rate of $445 for Friday, February 11th through Sunday, February 13th. That's a notable jump over previous months. STR data shared with BizNow shows that in November and December 2021, average daily rates were approximately $180 and $177, respectively, in the LA hotel market. While the game is not entirely sold out, the remaining tickets are part of the 25% that the NFL reserves each year as part of luxury packages that cost upwards of $5,800, according to the LA Times. Even those who can't afford to attend the Super Bowl are still likely to be drawn to the city over the event's weekend, Liu said. It's not just about the 80,000 people who go to the game. Noting an estimate from the study that suggested as many as 150,000 people might come to town for Super Bowl-related reasons, including to attend side events or meet with clients. Despite the short-term gain, economic growth, a result of an increase in the amount of money people have and can spend, doesn't typically result from one-time events like Super Bowls or even the Olympics, David Swindle, director of the Center for Urban Innovation at Arizona State University School of Public Affairs, told BizNow. Cities are increasingly choosing not to heavily subsidize new sports arenas with public funds. There is an estimated body of academic studies that indicate these major developments do not bring enough economic benefit to justify the use of public money. But some in the hospitality industry are already seeing the benefit of the stadium, which not only hosts football games, but a roster of year-round music and entertainment events. Aaron Schock, the developer and owner of the 401-room Hyatt Place, Hyatt House, LAX, Century Boulevard, said that while stadium proximity didn't factor into his decision to buy and invest in the airport-adjacent property, the move has paid off. Schock's Hotel, less than a 15-minute drive west from the football stadium, opened in late 2021 as the coronavirus pandemic was still significantly limiting the customers who usually fill airport hotels to the brim, international and business travelers. In the midst of that steep decline in occupancy, the SoFi Stadium has been a godsend. In November, occupancy for LA hotels. So it goes on about LA hotels. But I think at the end here, if I keep going here, unlike many of LA's sports venues, SoFi Stadium was not built as a standalone structure in the middle of a giant parking lot. SoFi Stadium is the centerpiece of Hollywood Park, a massive mixed-use project underway that will introduce new residential, hotel, office, and retail components. The development surrounding the stadium is potentially where the real money lies for both the economies of the cities that host the venue and the team owners. Let's see here. Let me keep going through. It's a longer article than I thought. Gosh, man. It's going to go. So,
good, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess, really where I wanted to center
Got
this
that
in
one.
on was, here we go. There's been a surge in demand to live in Inglewood since the stadium came to town. Roughly 2 years after the stadium was announced in 2016, home values in the city of Inglewood rose at roughly double the rate of the rest of LA County, Curbed LA reported, while rents rose 12.2%. That was welcome news for homeowners and landlords in the city, but less well received by renters and some neighborhood lifers who worried about longtime residents being pushed out and the effect of gentrification on the historically Black enclave. So yeah, it affects real estate too. It affects all of us, all these things. I'm going to end it there, but Darren, I know you've got a friend who has a brokerage out in Inglewood. I don't know if this has been affecting him. I imagine it has. We talk about rents rising and price increases, but it's happening in Inglewood and elsewhere around that area.
Oh, in a big way. And the real estate market has been changing there because of that, as it has in many other areas that have grown in LA over the last 20 years. Similar patterns are followed. So his timing for being out there was good.
Yeah.
And it's the same conversation. It's very difficult to say, should I not invest? Should I not improve an area because prices will rise and it will affect populations and movements and who can stay in regions. So yeah, it's prices have gone up and the stadium has helped that happen. And as they mentioned, the bigger dynamic, I mean, not that I know a lot of places like this, but they talk about this in the city as well sometimes. And that is kind of like a city walk kind of vibe where it's lots of shops and restaurants and sporting engagements and events. This is more common in other cities. We don't have a lot of it in LA. I think that's because there's some resistance, but it's been set up to happen in Inglewood. It's like an all-day event in a lot of these areas. And even if you're not going to the sporting event, there's plenty to do outside of, a sporting event.
Yeah. Well, you're reminding me, I mean, it's not just SoFi Stadium, but I think they're updating LA Coliseum. There's that new Bank of California for soccer, just south of USC. And then we've talked about, the changes happening for Dodger Stadium, talking of this retail entertainment area that they're planning to build on the parking lots there. So I imagine.
I don't know if it will.
Yeah. Yeah. Due to what?
It's community pushback.
Yeah.
No, community pushback. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think just overall, we think of LA as crowded, but really, when I think you compare it to other cities, there's room to grow, there's room to build. So I think that's why this is happening. So, the other thing, just on a cultural note. Oh, go ahead. I know we've got a lag going on here. So, what were you going to say, Darren?
Yeah, I think it's at my end. I apologize. There is room to grow, and I think what happens is in these restricted areas, it increases values further. It gives people fewer destinations. I think about one of the small city that I visited. It's not a small city. It's a city I visited. I really enjoyed. That was Denver.
Uh-huh.
You could walk to the baseball stadium. You could walk to the basketball stadium.
Yeah.
And you had shopping. It was relaxed and plenty of places to eat. And there were just people out. There's public transportation that was easy to navigate, immediate. And it was just a good feeling to be amongst all that.
I know, right? Here in LA, we kind of have to manufacture it a little bit more to get that walking and all that, coalescing into one place. It takes a while.
Yeah.
But I was just going to say, just to end on the cultural note of it all, I'm not a huge football fan, but I'm really eager and excited to see the whole hip hop halftime show. It's great to see Snoop Dogg and all these LA hip hop artists. Like, wow, this really has arrived. I don't know how much higher you could get than a Super Bowl when it comes to hip hop and what it's done for the city and what's going on here.
Yeah, well, certainly there's a core of hip hop that originated in LA, and Snoop Dogg was early enough in that mix. He's become mainstreamed now. It's kind of funny to see him on
another one,
commercials and stuff.
I was gonna say another one like that is Shaq. I see Shaq everywhere now, man. He's like the next Michael Jordan or something.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
He's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very successful and good for him for sure.
So good for
Yeah.
Inglewood, good for LA, and good for South LA overall. Good job, guys. All right. Well, let's move on. We're going to go to first off our solds and what we consider seller wins and what we consider buyer wins. So let me go ahead and punch that up. Sold listings. And let me see if I can find my list here. Bear with me. There it is. Okay, so we are going to 2420 Glendower Avenue. This was listed at $4,199,000, and the sold price was $5,235,000 for a little over $1 million increase. So I'm sure it's a very nice house. We'll find this out very soon. Okay. Bear with me here. 2420. There it is.
Joe, we reviewed this one last week.
Did we? Oh, it must have just got under the radar.
Yeah.
Days on market 8.
Yeah.
Did we? Oh, yeah, we did.
I remember joking with you that it was only a 10% or 20% increase, right? Even though it was $1 million.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on. We've got, let's see, 1606 Golden Gate Avenue. Let's see if 1606. Hopefully that's not a repeat. Let's see. All right. Well, this looks current. All right. So this is 1606 Golden Gate Avenue. This is in, I believe, Echo Park. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,034 square feet. Sold for $1,600,000, and it's on a 7,900 square foot lot. Original price was what? Bear with.
That's right over by you, Joe. That's in
Million.
Silver Lake there.
$1,195,000. You're right. It is Silver Lake, just down from where I am.
Yeah.
This was brought to us by Alyssa Valentine and Kurt Wisner over at Compass. And on the buy side, Valerie Fisher with a very catchy brokerage name, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Why didn't we call ourselves that, Darren? Gosh, it's just like, it's right there.
Could have been our team name, man.
So anyway, this was quite an increase again.
All right,
20 days on. Say what? Are you there?
Oh, I was just laughing.
Okay. So yeah,
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah. All right, $400,000 increase there, and then next we're going to go to 327 West Avenue 37. Let's see. Let's take a look.
So, Joe, while you look for this, just
Uh-huh.
you're gonna have to pause. I'll let you chime in when you want me to chat because that lag is going to become annoying.
Oh yeah, is it continuing? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah. Oh, we looked at this one, Darren. We'll just slug on.
Yeah, we were going to write an offer on this one.
Yeah. So 327 West Avenue 37. This is in Mount Washington area. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,260 square feet of living space. It's on a lot of 5,558. Sold for $1,187,000, and wow, started at $879,000. Quite an increase. $308,000. Wow.
Yeah, we didn't write because we were told it was going north of a number that our clients could go to. So
got it. Yeah. Well,
I think I fixed my lag. So
yeah. What did you do? I'm curious. What did you do?
Oh, I have an extension. I have an extended range thing, and it had latched onto that.
All right.
Back to my primary.
Awesome. Well, look, congrats to Shelley Aronson and Valeria Leninger over at Sotheby's, and on the buy side, Molly Ballantyne. Very nice house. What did you like about this house? It was the outdoor space, right? That was what you liked. It helped.
Yeah, it wasn't the most amazing block, but
Right.
it was situated above the street, which you can see in the primary photo. It was
Right.
pushed all the way to the back left corner. So you didn't
Nice.
have any wasted space. It had a front yard, it had a really big side yard, had a
Right.
nice porch, and the floor plan was open enough and had good light and privacy.
Well, you know what? You make a good point, right? Yeah. If you instead of like putting the house in the middle, and then you got two little side yards, yeah, that's great. They went to the left. Good for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go to our final seller win. And let's see. It is 1907 Lemoyne Street. It listed at 899,000. It finaled at $1,205,000 for a $306,000 increase. And let's see.
We wrote an offer for a carve out on this lot.
That's right. This is the little guy. That's right.
It is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. This is 1907 Lemoyne Street. This is Echo Park. It's a 1-bedroom, 2-bath, 432 square foot house on a 9,000 square foot lot, $1,205,000. Took 13 days on the market to sell, and $899,000 again was the list price. Strange bird, wasn't it? You know, I saw something recently. It was a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and they were starting the price at $1 million, and I just shook my head.
Yeah.
But, here we are.
This is an example of, a direction we're always trying to go in. So this is a property that listed, didn't sell. The seller wasn't getting the money they wanted. And then they chose to invest some money to prep it and present it as a better sale. And that made all the difference in the world. And I think they exceeded expectations in the process of doing that. And, it's something we're always encouraging to at least try to maximize your return, and that front end investment will do that.
So this was actually 2 additional structures, huh? I see that shed behind it, and then I see another one onto the side. Wow. So maybe they got, 800 to 1,000 square feet?
I think you might be pushing it with 1,000, but whatever. There's a lot of outdoor living space. There is a separate structure which I think has a bathroom as well, and so I think it's a different lifestyle when you're trying to engage with that type of square footage.
Yeah,
and like we say to our sellers sometimes, well, maybe you didn't have as large of a pool of buyers that it would be a good match for, but it could be a perfect match for someone who'd be willing to pay that top dollar, and that's where it seemed like they ended up.
Well, it's funny you say that, because one of the pictures, it's quite a long, steep walk from the street down. So,
it is.
You better be used to that for a while. Yeah. All right. Well, congrats to Elias Tibash and Tracy Doe and Brody Davis over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. All right. So there we go. On the buyer win side, let's take a look. So I'll start at 2404 Glover Place. Let's take a look at this. So Glover Place, see, it started at $910,000, and the sold price was $755,000 for a $155,000 reduction. That's big. Let's see, 2404. Let's see what's wrong with this picture, or what's right. All right. Okay. So we have 2404 at Glover Place. This is in 90031, so that must be Elysian Valley. 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 672 square feet. Sold for $755,000. A lot size 4,500 square feet, and it took 32 days on the market to sell. That original price, $910,000. This is brought to us by Julio Bonilla at Keller Williams Pacific Estates Cerritos. So out out of area agent. And on the buy side, Delia Cota, also Keller Williams Pacific Estates, Cerritos. So, well, there you go.
Wow, Cerritos agent listed here and the Cerritos agent sold here.
Oh, part of the Bonilla Group.com.
Sure. So yeah, you have a vacant unit and then you have a very occupied unit. I think whoever got this place, to me, it looks like they got a great deal.
Yeah.
And it's really about prep and that front-loaded work.
Yeah.
They could have cleaned the counters off to take photos. They could have minimized to distract from all the personal possessions in the property, just fundamental things. But in the end, a buyer got a good win. So
good for them.
Good for the buyer.
Love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't see that often right now. Okay. All right. So the next one is 204 North Union Avenue. And that started at a list price of $1,790,000. The sold price of $1,650,000 for $140,000 reduction. Let's see what's going on here. There it is. All right. I think another out of area agent. I see a pattern here. Okay, guys. See what's going on. So 204 North Union Avenue. It's a 6-bedroom. Wow. 3-bath, 4,494 square foot home. That's in Echo Park South. Sold for $1,650,000. Lot size 11,520. And took 60 days on the market to sell. And let's see. Margaret's Son, Century 21 Cornerstone out of the 626. And on the buy side, Michael Fitzgerald, Power Brokers International. So looks pretty original. That's cool. But
yeah, good job for the buyer. I think 8 photos for a 4,500 square foot house. And they put a nice yellow tint over it on half of the photos. It looks like it could be a great structure. And hey, as long as the seller's happy, great. This property could have netted a lot more money with some prep and good marketing. I don't even understand the house. When you're selling a property and prepping it, it's about telling the story both verbally with photos and presenting it. 4,000 square foot house. I want to see a floor plan. I want to understand it. I want to get around it. And
I think you're right. They got a little lazy on this one.
Yeah, you're being
just
kind.
threw it out there. Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, we'll see what that turns into. They definitely marketed it towards developers, so maybe that's why they didn't put too much effort into it.
Right. It could be the 11,000 square foot lot. And that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we are off to 3916 Yosemite Way. Is that Eagle Rock? That's Eagle Rock. Let's see. Bear with. Gosh, this looks familiar. This looks familiar, doesn't it? Right next door to something we sold. So this started at $1,050,000. It landed at $960,000 for a $90,000 reduction. Let's take a look. This is 3916 Yosemite Way, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,851 square feet. 6,000 square foot lot. Was on the market for 62 days. Original list price was actually $1,115,000. So maybe they overpriced. This is brought to us by Corinne Tapia Babcock and 5 Heights Realty. And Corinne Tapia Babcock, 5 Heights Realty. Yeah, that's what you do. Okay. Office phone of 202 Very interesting. I think that's Washington, D.C. So, yeah. What do you say? This is a duplex or a home? Let's see.
Well, it looks like maybe an illegal garage conversion when you
There you
roll
go.
up, you roll up the door to see inside the bedroom. That's
it.
I don't think that's legal. Yeah, I think the buyer got a great deal.
A lot of square footage. Well, not
yeah. It's one of those you have to bring in the character. We've dealt with multiple houses. The one we sold next door to this one years ago was probably this similar peach pink tone.
Yeah.
That alone, and we had it painted like a charcoal gray, and it just changed the feel of the entire place from the curb appeal. And so, a buyer can come in and make some of those immediate investments that aren't huge, and at least have a more desirable house until they're potentially ready to do a bigger remodel.
Yeah. Work to do on this one, but yeah. All right. Next one is, if I can look correctly here, our final one is 4110 Barinol Drive. It started at a list price of $1,395,000, $45,000 reduction to $1,350,000. So not huge, but need something. All right. So let's see what this looks like.
And this one's remodeled.
Yeah. Oh, well, then that's even better. Yeah. 4110 Barinol Drive. This is in Glassell Park. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,505 square foot of living space. $1,350,000 was the final price. Lot size 5,995. Days on market 31. Yeah, this looks weird. There's actually an up. Sorry, guys. Yeah. My numbers were wrong.
Oh, it went up. Sure. Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. This was not a buyer win. Maybe a buyer win. But we can take a look at it. Yeah, completely redone.
It flows well. It's got modern touches, dual sinks, and what looks like the master. Nice view.
Yeah, good outdoor space.
Yeah.
Very nicely done, actually. So this was from Heather Stevenson at Reliance Real Estate and Mark Stevenson, Reliance Real Estate. On the buy side, Elizabeth Garcia Munoz and James Scott Suarez over at KW Capital. So.
And the price went down, Joe. You were right. 1,395 to 1,350. Yeah.
Oh, 45. You're right.
Yeah. But
looks good. The kitchen looks nice.
They did a nice job. Yeah. It flows well. The curb appeal is nice. I like the curb appeal too.
Somebody got a really good deal. Good for them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to divs that we feel are notable. Let me go to new listings in the last 7 days. Okay. $39 total new listings. So that's
right,
nice
compared to 27 sold.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to see inventory increase, or 24 sold, sorry, to increase slightly. It's just that time of year.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. Even though we're, 6 weeks away from winter, Toxitani Phil said, but it certainly feels like spring. Yeah.
Well, the weather, sure. It's almost 80 today. Yeah.
Feels great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, you want to start in our neighborhood and see?
Sure. I think 2165 Silver Lake Drive is something that's going to go up in price a lot.
2165. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, for sure. 2165 West Silver Lake Drive, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,596 square feet of living space. It's listed at $1,350,000. $99,000. It's on a 4,800 square foot lot, and it's days on market 6. And this is brought to us by Tracy Doe and Richard Michelovsky over at Compass. So, gosh,
Yeah,
where are we going to see this one land, man?
This is going to land at 1.6.
Oh, you think?
It's
Oh,
going to
my
go up
gosh.
$500,000. This is
Yeah.
way underpriced.
Yeah. Gosh, that's going to blow out a lot of people.
Sure. Well, when it's that obvious.
But people also being developers too, I think. That's
sure. Well, somebody's going to buy it and fix it and live in it.
Yeah.
Right? Because it does. It's very hard for developers to get properties these days, which I'm okay with, because people are willing to deal with. I'll get in there. I'll get it fixed. I'll do the work. It's just a matter of whether they have the capital to do it or not. But I think there are enough people that do.
Yeah.
So this I believe, will be an owner occupant. There is room to push towards the back a little bit, but I'm just really seeing it. It's the remodeling isn't. It's not an absolute requirement, which opens it up to a larger pool. I think most people buying in that area and that price range are going to want to improve it, but it doesn't have to be the, $300,000 to $500,000 remodel.
That's
you
true.
Don't want to go there.
Right. We're looking at the kitchen, the bathrooms, the flooring.
Right.
A good paint job might make it work for a while.
The exterior looks nice. You can do landscaping, but yeah, this is going to go way up.
Interesting one. And I don't know if you noticed, but they filmed, or they took out the people. They either filmed in the morning or they took out the people on the sidewalk, because that's a constant.
Right.
Circuit of people. All right. Next, what else do you see out there? That was a good one.
Yeah. Sereno Drive. I like this. I have a client I'm thinking about.
2461 Moreno. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 2461 Moreno Drive. This is in Silver Lake. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,256 square feet of living space. $2,550,000 on a lot of 6,700 square feet. And see, days on market 7 so far. And Michelle Myers at the agency, looks out in the valley, is offering this. So
sure.
Congrats to her.
It's a beautiful property in a great neighborhood. Good square footage. Not amazing square footage, but good. It's got room for a pool in the back, it looks like.
Right.
And it's nicely set up off the street.
So this might work for them, huh? It's not a huge square footage, but yeah, I see that when you said pool, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, maybe pool. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah. All right. Well, great. That's a good one. Let's see.
Let's go down into this one's funny. I'm curious to see what it looks like. Let's do 3111 Astara, which is Glendower Park off of Fletcher.
Oh yeah.
So is Adriana, the next one below it. But it's funny that just the front photo intrigues me. Who decided to go left and right? It looks like it's two separate structures. It's a very strange division of material and color.
So 3111 Estara. This is Glassell Park again. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,451 square feet of living space, 989,000, and it's on a lot of 4,500 square feet. And we've got opens on 210 and 212. 210 is Thursday, 11 to 1, and then Saturday, 2 to 4. And this is brought to us by Tracy Doe and Rosemary Portillo over at Compass.
So there's some funky design things on this. They've got the glass tiles, in the kitchen. not so great vanities, but we've dealt with people who've remodeled in this way, and again, they're easy swap outs. If you can see past them, it seems to have
Right.
some nice elements. The garage has some nice large doors that look out onto onto the yard, which could be an office space or so.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
potential.
Yeah. I just want
And-
to change the color of that door. That's all.
Oh, well, I want to paint the left half of the house white, like the right half of the house.
All right. That's funny.
But it's a reasonable price to start. So
Yeah, very reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do you see out there?
let's see here.
Okay. I liked it for its charm. 613 Frontenac.
All right, let's do it.
Not a big house, but very charming.
Charm goes a long way, Joe. They just sold something for 1.2 million at 400 square feet.
All right, this is 613 Frontenac Avenue, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. This is in Mount Washington. It's 1,000 square feet of living space at $1,075,000 list price. Open house will be Thursday, 4 to 6, probably for a view. Days on market 4, and I believe this is Rob Kallick and Mary Regal over at Compass.
Wow, it is super charming. Everything's quite small. Even for 1,000 square feet, it seems kind of small. I feel like I've been to this house years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have.
14,000 square foot double lot. Wow.
It's grand. The approach to this is grand. And the house is charming and it feels good. The spaces are small. It feels like even less than 1,000 because it's all carved up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an open floor plan, but that yard is what's going to sell it. And I think this will go up a lot too because of the privacy in the yard.
Okay. Well, great. What else we
Yeah.
got?
Let's try Terrace 49 because I love the price. 880. That 1008 Terrace 49.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was the address numbers?
1008.
Okay. 1008. All right, there it is. Okay. So 1008 Terrace 49, Mount Washington again, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 800 square feet, $880,000. Screaming deal. This is on a 6,966 square foot lot. And it's been on the market for 4 days now. And this is brought to us by Joshua Chow. All these great names, man. Help you sell smart realty.
Damn, Joe.
We just...
Not coming to the table, man. Not showing up for the game.
So anyway, what do you think of this?
Oh, I think it's well priced today's
Yeah.
market, and it's got enough elements that are charming with the wood siding and the large tree and the neighborhood it's in is a good neighborhood. So it should sell in that range. It's a small house, and you got to get outdoors in the space, and that's kind of something you
That's
work
good.
through. Yeah, in
Right.
that last space that you pointed out on Frontenac.
Yeah.
They've worked very hard to get in and out,
Yeah.
to feel like you have the expansiveness of the yard to be in.
Right.
And this house doesn't feel that way as it's presented, but these are
Right.
things you can add, patios off rooms, and makes a big difference in a small
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
So
So it looks like there might be some additional space below the house as well, like a basement or something, because it's on a hill. So
Got
that
it.
might be something too. All right. Well, I like that one.
I think I got
Thank you.
time for one more.
Yeah. You think that one will get to $1 million?
No, I
Could,
don't.
huh? No.
I don't think so.
All right.
They just haven't put a lot of marketing efforts. They haven't.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those where you're going to say, well, that could have been great, but good for the buyer.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully they get there and make the offer and it's just accepted. So what about Mendota, 4912 Mendota?
There it is.
I like that street. It's right on the Eagle Rock Highland Park border. Oh, what is this?
The duplex, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. This is 4912 Mendota Avenue. This is Highland Park. So 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,794 square feet. $1,550,000 is the list price, and it's on a 4,800 square foot lot. Let's see, days on market 4. This is brought to us by David Deanda at Las Casas Realty. What are you figuring out here? What's going on? What do you see?
Oh, well,
Front
initially,
house?
yeah, it looks like that's the main front house. It's a big space. Then there's a rear unit, which is smaller, plus the back unit has bonus space below. Yeah, I don't have the full agent view, but are they being delivered vacant, Joe? Do they post?
Let me
rents
read here.
there?
Offer, let's see, blah, 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 must include, blah, blah, blah. Why purchase one house when you can get 2
I love that approach.
recently renovated homes
Oh, gosh.
are available now at your fingertips? I think they're both vacant. Spacious 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Comes with a Smart Nest home thermostat because you can't get that yourself. Yeah, I think they're both vacant. He doesn't say that, but I think they are.
Got it. Well, it'd be a great space, and we were actually, that's a great segue into something we just spoke about earlier on future elements. So 1.5 seems like a lot of money. This is an ideal scenario. You have one really large house. You seem to have a detached structure towards the back, which you had no common walls. If you're struggling to get into the market, this is a great way to go. We're good at working with people, helping you be good landlords, and rent for a secondary space could cover $400,000 of a purchase price.
Yeah,
that's what it ends up covering as far as the mortgage amount, and that gives you substantially more opportunities in your search as a potential buyer. And we have people that we've helped coach for over a decade that I can think of. We help them get into the multi-unit space and bring in good tenants, and just always been there to help make it the best space possible for them. Speaking to one of the clients we just sold our space to today over on Oak Glen, who I just let him know that it's really important to find a good match, a tenant that's going to be well qualified and not disrupt your environment. So offered our services there as well, and it's fantastic. So consider that if you're struggling getting units. Also units, even if there's a market shift, it just brings a lot of financial balance as well. So it's great. Love to talk to you about that.
All right. Well, great, guys. Thanks for joining us once again, Tuesdays at 2:00. If you like what you see, please follow us, like us, all those great things that social media wants us to do. And we'll see you next week. All right. Have a good Super Bowl.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.